So even though I've had some success in my electric violin career, I was with Gamelan. We played the Newport Jazz Festival. We were #8 in the Billboard Jazz charts. I had played as a jazz soloist in front of the Buffalo Philharmonic Orchestra. At one point, things were kind of winding down and nothing new was happening. I was kind of burnt out, and I was rethinking whether I should keep going in a music career. And I, at that point, lived in Florida, which I still do. And my mother would come down as a snowbird every year in winter in Florida. And it was my job as her only son to drive her north every spring, her and her cat. It's not 1,100 miles. It's not the greatest trip, but we were chit-chatting away, and I was telling her my thoughts about maybe thinking about quitting music. And she went, elbowed me, and you are not going to quit music. And I realized that me being a musician is very important to her identity. She was my first piano teacher. She taught me theory. She was my classical music accompanist as I was, a young man and stuff. And it's pretty important to her. So anyways, we got a hotel room halfway up the trip. I don't know where I was, somewhere West Virginia or something maybe. And I had a pretty telling dream that night. Interesting. I dreamt that I was playing an electric violin with this creamy electric guitar type distorted sound, tears of joy streaming down my cheeks, and I was playing, of all songs, I was playing Running Down a Dream in my dream. Running Down a Dream is by Tom Petty, and I'm from Gainesville, the same town as Tom Petty's from. I didn't really know the song, but it was in somewhere in my subconscious. It must have been floating around in there. And I woke up and said, wow, I got to find that sound. That sound didn't really exist with piezo-style pickups in electric violins. It always sounds kind of brittle to my ears and have troubles. So I went home and started experimenting. I took a string and I had a cello peg and I jammed it in a hole in my workbench and strung it across to a bolt over here and stuck a bridge under it and pickups, and I tried all kinds of things. I tried guitar pickups. I tried at one point taping magnets to my bow and strumming it across with the guitar pickup underneath. And it's not very successful. But after hundreds of experiments, I had my Eureka moment and figured it out. And now I'm the proud owner, a few years later, after all the paperwork, but I'm a proud owner of a U.S. patent on my electric violin pickup system that I now make, in my company, Outlaw Fiddle, makes the model EV3 and EVT and produces. We're looking to take over the world. So check them out, Outlaw Fiddle.